Sensation Wander Frontal.
Fly ball drilled back into center. Got some carry on it at the wall, and that baby.
The 2023 Major League Baseball season is well underway at this point, and there have been some major surprises so far, but maybe none quite as big as the Tampa Bay Rays. Going into the season, there were some definite favorites to be the 2023 World Series champions, such as the reigning World Series champion in the Houston Astros, but also the Atlanta Braves, the New York Mets, the San Diego Padres, the New York Yankees, and the reigning NL champions, the Philadelphia Phillies. Notice how we didn't mention the Tampa Bay Rays, despite the Rays finishing 86 and 76 in the 2022 regular season and losing in the wild card round to the Cleveland Guardians. Nobody had the Rays at the top of their 2023 World Series favorites, with many predicting that they'd miss the postseason entirely. Now, we're still very early into the 2023 season, but the Rays have done something absolutely historic to begin this season, giving fans everywhere, and especially Rays fans, hope for a big postseason push in 2023. The Tampa Bay Rays tied the longest winning streak to start a regular season with a whopping 13-0 record. Tampa Bay is tied for this record with the 1987 Milwaukee Brewers and the 1982 Atlanta Braves. And if these teams have any speculation on how the Rays season will end, Rays fans won't be happy. Now, the 82 Braves made it all the way to the NLCS. Although they eventually lost, that outcome is much better than what the 87 Brewers did. The 1987 Milwaukee Brewers, despite starting with a 13-0 record, missed the postseason entirely, despite finishing with a 91-71 record, 5 wins better than the 2022 Rays, who went on to make the postseason. However, back in 1987, there were only 4 teams who made the postseason, 2 from each league, compared to the 6 in each league in 2023. So, the Rays' chances of making the postseason are big at this point in time. But what about their chances of winning the World Series? Now, it's obviously too early to tell, but basing it off statistical early season success, their chances aren't bad at all. The Rays have the best record to start a season since 2015, in which the Kansas City Royals started 7-0. And as many of you know, the 2015 Kansas City Royals would go on to win the World Series in 5 games over the New York Mets. So, if history repeats itself, we could be seeing the Tampa Bay Rays lift the Commissioner's Trophy in 2023. Okay, we've talked enough about what could happen due to the Rays' historic streak to start the 2023 season. But how did they get there? The Tampa Bay Rays opened the season versus some admittedly weak competition, but they completely took advantage of every opportunity. Tampa Bay swept series versus the Detroit Tigers, the Washington Nationals, Oakland Athletics, and their most fearsome competition during this stretch, the Boston Red Sox. The Rays weren't just beating their opponents to start the season, they were absolutely destroying them. Through the first 3 series of the season, the Rays were 9-0 with an absurd plus 57 run differential. They became the first team since 1884 to have a run differential of plus 50 or more during their first 9 games of the season. To put that into perspective, in 1884, the mound was 50 feet away from home plate compared to the 60 it is today. And it was the first year that pitchers were allowed to throw the ball overhand in Major League Baseball. Yeah, their run was that historic. After their series versus the Boston Red Sox, the Rays were 13-0 with an insane plus 71 run differential. The last team to have a larger run differential in any span of 13 games was the 1998 New York Yankees. Through 13 games, only 2 of the other 29 teams in Major League Baseball scored more than 71 runs in general. So, the Rays having a plus 71 run differential is absolutely unheard of. They started the season completely embarrassing their opponents almost every game. We previously mentioned the two other teams that the Rays were tied with for the longest win streak to start a season, the 82 Braves and the 87 Brewers. Those teams had a combined plus 80 run differential, plus 32 for the 82 Braves, and plus 38 for the 87 Brewers. The Rays have statistically had the best start to a season in Major League Baseball history, and some of their best players have been the reason why. Rays ace Shane McClanahan has been responsible for 4 of the Rays' wins, having a 4-0 record, a 1.57 ERA, 27 strikeouts, and 11 walks in 23 innings. The Rays' pitching as a whole has been elite. Starting pitcher Jeffrey Springs has been a very pleasant surprise to Rays fans, having a 2-0 record, a 0.56 ERA, 24 strikeouts, and only 4 walks in 16 innings. The guy has been pitching like an ace. You know what they say about the Rays. They just breed good pitching. Their pitching hasn't been the only good thing about this team, however, as star shortstop and former #1 prospect Wander Franco has been playing at an elite level. During the Rays' 13-game winning streak, Franco had a .321 batting average, 4 home runs, 7 doubles, and a 12 RBI, amounting to a 1.048 OPS. Franco has arguably led their offense so far, but his middle infield duo, Brandon Lowe, has been amazing as well. Through that 13-game stretch, Lowe had a .333 batting average, 5 home runs, 1 double, 8 walks, and 12 RBI, amounting to a ridiculous 1.282 OPS. Lowe and Franco have genuinely been 2 of baseball's best hitters to start the 2023 season. Players like first baseman Yandy Diaz, right fielder Josh Lowe, and 2023 World Baseball Classic hero Randy Arozarena have also made significant impacts at the plate for Tampa Bay. And on the mound, their entire rotation and bullpen have made huge impacts as well, including pitchers such as Drew Rasmussen, closer Pete Fairbanks, Jason Adams, Garrett Clevenger, and Zach Eflin, who's unfortunately injured at the moment. Also unfortunately, the Rays would end up losing their first game of the season to their division rival, the Toronto Blue Jays. And not just that, they would go on to lose the series as well. At the time of recording this video, the Rays are 14-2, which is the best record in baseball by a significant margin. We don't know if the Rays will continue to be red hot throughout the rest of the 2023 season, but what we do know is the Rays are a scary good team. That's it. Have you enjoyed watching the Rays during the 2023 season? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. We hope you enjoy. Be on the lookout for more content, as it's sure to come your way soon. See you guys in the next one.